Good morning everyone, my name is Arpel Dinalo and today pag-uusapan natin yung Immanuel Kant's theory, a moral theory, no? Or Kant's moral theory. Yung theory ni Kant, no? Isa sa pinaka-famous and very influential sa buong history ng philosophy, no? It is one of the most yung theory niya kasi yung moral theory niya, no, ang philosophy niya dito is it's all about the motive of your action, not the result, no. So may para ma-gets natin yung minimin niya, let's break down yung tatlong main ideas na kailangan nating malaman. So, idea number 1, no? Ito yung the goodwill. The goodwill. Or yung isang bagay or the only thing that is truly good. No? Ang sabi niya, no? Yung goodwill daw is commitment. No? Commitment siya to do your duty. Simply because kasi yun yung duty mo, 'di ba? So yun yung goodwill, or the goodwill, yung idea number 1, no? Yung the goodwill daw, ito yung pure intention ng isang tao to do the right thing, no? Kasi meron siyang right reason, no? Para sa act na yun. Hindi siya ginawa niya yung bagay na yun, it's not all about for the successful results or something na ma-achieve niya sa result ng ginawa niya, but it's all about the intention niya. So intention niyang tumulong sa kapwa niya, yun yung the goodwill, yun yung tama para sa kanya. So yun yung moral value niya. Number 2, yung pangalawang pag-uusapan natin na ideas, no, is the duty, or doing the right thing for the right reason, no. Sabi dito, kung may goodwill ka, you act from duty, di ba? Nag-act ka from duty. No, ano bang ibig sabihin ng act from duty dito, no? Yung act from duty, yung something na ginagawa mo dahil alam mong ito yung moral law, di ba? Ito yung moral law. For example, ako, nakita ko yung kaibigan ko na nagnakaw. So, yung gagawin ko, kasi duty ko as a person or as an individual is magsumbong. So, kahit anong mangyari, isusumbong ko siya kasi I have the right reason, no? Masama yung ginawa niya, kaya isusumbong ko siya. Yun yung reason ko for doing the right thing for the right reason, di ba? So yun yung moral worth, no? Yung something na ginawa ko, yun yung goodwill kasi for the right reason. So yung act in accordance naman with duty is magkaiba from act from duty, no? Ito namang act in accordance with duty, ginagawa mo yung something na right thing, no? Ginagawa mo yung something for the right thing, something na right thing for your own benefits, for your selfish reasons, no? So yung self-desires mo, ginagawa mo lang yun accordance with according to your selfish or own benefits, no? For example, yung motive ko dito is self-interest lang, no? For example, may ka-workmate ako na palaging late. Tapos ako, sinumbong ko siya sa manager namin. So sinumbong ko siya para umangat yung position ko or ma-promote ako sa work. So yun yung example ng act in accordance with duty, no? It is a action that is for your self benefits or for your self reasons, no? Hindi siya duty na bilang isang tao, di ba? So next, let's talk about the categorical imperative, or in other terms, ito yung universal law or universal moral law. So si Kant daw, ito yung the universal moral law, ito yung pinaka-ultimate na na moral rule, no? Kumbaga, ito yung pinaka the best, or ito yung pinaka number one na moral rule niya sa tatlong main ideas niya. Kasi ito yung moral rule na ite-testing mo yung sarili mo, or you will ask yourself to figure out ano yung duty mo, 'di ba? Ito yung categorical siya kasi ina-apply to sa, or na-apply to, or nangyayari, or nagagawa ng lahat kahit saan, kahit anong mangyari pa, 'di ba? So kung ito yung simple niya, ito yung simple translation niya, no? 'Di ba? Before you act daw, no? Before you act, tanungin mo muna yung sarili mo, no? What if, like for example, magnanakaw ako. So, no, 'di ba? Magnanakaw ako, sinungaling ako. So, ngayon, ito yung universal law kasi yung universal law nga. Ito yung act na ito yung moral law na tatanungin ko yung sarili ko bago ko gagawin. For example, pumasok sa isip ko na magnakaw. Siyempre, 'di ba? Magnakaw ako. So, tatanungin ko muna sarili ko, what if lahat ng tao sa lahat ng oras, kahit saan, buong mundo gagawin to, 'di ba? What if nga gagawin nila to lahat? Gagawin ng lahat ng tao dito. So, if universalize natin siya, no? Kakayanin mo ba talagang mabuhay sa mundo kung lahat ng tao ay magnanakaw, sinungaling, or etc.? Kakayanin mo ba talaga? So, ang result kasi, if lahat ng tao magnanakaw, sinungaling, yung concept ng tiwala ng isa't isa kasi mawawala na yun, may breakdown yun. Kasi kung lahat naman tayo magnanakaw, sino naman nanakawan natin? Kung lahat naman tayo sinungaling, sino pa yung maniniwala sa atin, 'di ba? So, yung concept ng bagay na yun is mawawala na kasi hindi na siya magagamit kasi lahat naman tayo nagsisinungaling sa isa't isa, 'di ba? So, yun yung universal moral law. And that's all. My name is Arpel Dinalo from BSET 4B, and this is my report. Thank you.
Good day, sir. Good day, classmate. Today, we are going to report about the greatest philosopher in history, and his name is Immanuel Kant. Siya po ay isang Germany philosopher na nabuhay noong 1724 to 1804. Siya ay nakilala sa kanyang powerful ideas about morality, duty, and reasons. Si Kant po ay philosophy na nagbago sa pananaw ng tao about right and wrong. Kahit ngayon po ay yung mga ideas niya is still guide modern ethics and human rights. Si Immanuel Kant po ay pinanganak noong April 22, 724 sa Russia. He came from a simple family and he lived a very disciplined life. Si Kant po ay known po for being extremely organized. Yung mga tao sa kanyang paligid ay nag-joke. They could set their own clocks by the time and he took his daily walk. Even throughout na nakatira siya sa quiet and simple life, pero yung ideas niya ay nag-spread throughout the world and made a huge impact on philosophy. The categorical imperative. Si Kant po ay believe niya na that morality should be based on reason, hindi po sa emotion or consequences. He said he would act only in ways that we should want every else to act. Yun yung simple na says niya. And then yung one of famous principles says niya is only act according to the maximum whereably you can at the same time that will it should become a universal law. Para maging simple, before na may gagawin kang masama or kakaiba o kikilos ka na kakaiba, tanungin mo yung sarili mo, ask yourself, tapos ask yourself what if na lahat ng tao did that same thing, ano kayong mangyayari, di ba? If the world would be better, then it's moral. If the world would fall apart, that it's wrong. For example, if lying become normal, that would disappear. So lying is always wrong. Kahit anong klaseng situation yan, wrong pa rin talaga yan. Dito na tayo sa goodwill. Sabi ni Kant, the only thing that is truly good without any condition is a goodwill. This mean na meron kang ginawang bagay na tama, huwag kang mag-expect na may perang ibibigay sa iyo or reward doon. And a person with a good will follow their moral duty, doing the right things out of respect for what is morally right. Dito na tayo sa duty over consequences. Unlike sa ibang philosophers, nakafocus sila sa resulta or action. Si Kant kasi nakafocus on their intention behind them. He believed kasi that an action is moral only if you do it out of duty, not because what you something nag-iisip ka na may return. Example, meron kang ginawang magandang bagay, tumulong ka sa kapwa mo, alsa ng gamit, tapos inisip mo na sana may reward na bibigay o kahit konting pera lang. Yun yung duty over consequences. Isang example, telling the truth is still the right thing to do, even if cases problems. What matters is that you act out of moral duty, not fear or gain. Next po ay dito na sa respect for human being. Kant said, also true that every human being has inherent dignity and worth. Lahat daw ng mga tao ay meron talaga yan inherent ng dignity and worth. We should never treat others as an object or tools or own benefits. Yung parang ginagamit mo lang yung tao na isang kagamitan, napakapakan mo lang, wala nang dignity. Tapos parang meron ka lang kunin ba, parang benefits, parang example na gagamitin mo lang siya kasi meron kang makakuha sa kanya. And like instead, we should treat every person an end of themselves, meaning if with respect and fairness and equality. Itong idea na to is one of the foundation of modern human rights. That's all people deserve to be treated with respect and never exploited. Dito natin sa autonomy and freedom. Si Kant naniniwala din sa human are free and rotational beings. True morality and his kind comes from thinking for ourselves, not just following rules blindly. We are moral when we use our own reason to be decided what is right and wrong. Example dito, si Kant naniniwala siya sa yung freedom ng isang tao or human sa through morality ba or thinking or not just following rules blindly. Yung huwag kang In other words, being moral means being responsible and self-discipline, guided by our own moral principles. Si Kant, nagbigay siya ng ideas to influence many fields ng ethics, yung law din, and education, pati politics. Kasi he believed equality and human dignity help inspire to concept of human rights and moral responsibilities. Even today, kahit ngayon, di ba? When we talk about fairness, respect, and doing our duty, we're following the spirit of Kant philosophy. Yung kasabihan nga ni Kant, true that being moral is not about emotional reward. Thank you po. Marami pong salamat. Paalam.
Good plan, sir. Good evening, classmate. This is a report. Kant's and rights theory. First of all, we need to know about Immanuel Kant. Immanuel Kant is greatly influenced by David Hume, known for his categorical, impressive, and inspiration for German idealism. His study of theology at University and Königsberg. He is a German Lutheran theologian and philosopher famous at the most influential at age of enlightenment of Western philosophy. He has 3 known books. First is Critique of Pure Reason. Second is Critique of Critical Reason. Lastly is Critique of Power of Judgment. He is a renowned student, written and professor in mathematics, physics, and metaphysics at the University of Königsberg. He has contributed of the and his contribution of ethics is Kantianism or Kantian ethics. Kantianism or Kantian ethics is a deontological theory that praise of moral based on the duty. Kantianism or Kantian ethics is a theory about duties, reason, moral principle, or moral obligation, and motive of or intention. First of all, ano nga ba ang deontological? Ano nga ba ang deontological? Deontology is deontology is the one of this strategic and distinctive feature of Kant ethics, and that feature continues define and right or wrong. Kung alam natin kung para malaman natin kung saan, alam natin ay yung word dion is come from Greek word. It means duty or obligation. It means obligation. Next is rights and wrong. Rights and wrong is a primal or dutic categories in theory directly precious action. Next is rights action. Right action is the one of the we thought to do or normally required to do. Next is wrong action. Wrong action is we without not to do or morally forbidden from doing.